So in today's video, we're going to be talking about those Sunny puppets. We're going to be talking about how the puppets got started and a little bit of their history, how they are and were a part of the popular YouTube channel SML, and are these puppets still around today? So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it. Alright, so Sunny Puppets originally launched as Sunny & Co., aka Sunny Toys. It began as a small family-owned business specializing in designing and crafting diverse lines of high-quality, affordable hand and full-body puppets. The brand gained significant popularity in the early 2000s, especially for its extensive collections of multicultural and character-themed puppets sold at flea markets and specialty shops. And it's so funny how all this kind of ties in, because the first time that I officially got to puppeteer or be a part of a puppet show was actually in my church's youth group. Growing up as a Christian and kids youth ministry, I remember all the time thinking it was so cool seeing the puppet shows on stage related to a biblical message. I remember talking to my youth pastor and asking him how it was able or possible to actually become a puppeteer and involved in the puppet shows. Now looking back on it, I realize how young I was, and that was definitely God's favor, because young I was to be able to puppeteer and for them to trust me with that is pretty awesome and amazing. I remember my youth pastor giving me some great advice. I did a great job, but I needed more practice, and the best way to start was by buying my own puppet. I remember asking him about where they got their puppets, and he told me that it was a little bookstore near in our area called Brianna's Christian Bookstore. I remember going to this bookstore with my mom. Unfortunately, the store is closed now, and we actually went to the back of the store, and all lined up against the wall at the top of the back wall was a line of just all these different types of Sunny puppets. At the time, I remember as a kid, these were pretty expensive to me. Mind you, say $20 to almost $40 to $50. I also remember in other parts of the store, they had a small tree for the smaller puppets, the smaller Sunny puppets. They were a little shorter, a little smaller, and those were more affordable. I remember my mom telling me, hey, we can buy you the smaller ones and you can start there. And right from there, I feel like is what triggered me starting my own puppet shows and wanting to perform my own puppet characters. Also at this time, I remember a mall a couple cities away was a toy store. I remember begging and asking my parents, please, we gotta go to this awesome toy store that is filled with puppets. And we did. I even have a picture of my dad puppeteering a Jack Sparrow related pirate puppet character that is legit a Sunny Puppets puppet. From what I can remember as a kid, there were multiple stores that would just randomly have Sunny puppets. Along with Folkmanis puppets, there would almost be a tree divided full of these different puppet companies with their different puppets on the tree. The company focused on expanding its line to include 14-inch glove puppets, 28-inch human characters, and a massive variety of animals. I also remember owning some of these as well. Now, the Sunny Puppet brand was popular, and if you were a puppet head like me, you were all over seeing what new puppets they were going to release, what animal puppets they had. Sunny Toys brand, or Sunny Puppets, gained modern notoriety within the recent years. The popular YouTube channel SML would go on to utilize a lot of their pre-made puppets to represent characters like Mr. Goodman, Jackie Chu, a lot of other well-known characters that have been featured throughout that YouTube channel's history. Now, personally, after the late 2010s, and going into 2011, 12, 13, 14, and 15, a lot of these well-known Christian bookstores and toy stores started to close, and a lot of brands and businesses started to move online. Just places in general that used to sell these puppets, I didn't see them as much, and it seems like they pivoted towards selling these puppets more online. When I did my research, I couldn't exactly pinpoint a date when this happened, but according to Google, the company Silly Puppets officially acquired Sunny Toys. This acquisition brought both beloved product lines under one roof, expanding the variety of available designs and ensuring that the iconic styles of Sunny Puppets remain accessible to collectors, puppeteers all around. And according to online, this brand acquisition happened in July of 2025. Now, of course, what started this idea for this video was this awesome puppet right here that was gifted to me by Austin the Brimstone and his amazing family. If you want to know about little Marcus here and how we got him, I highly recommend that you go check out the video popping up on the screen explaining more of his story and their history with this puppet. So leave me a comment below. Do you remember these puppets? Do you remember growing up with these puppets? Do you have any of these puppets in your collection? I would love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppet related video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a lot, and if you did, please do me a favor and go check out the next video right here on the screen. Kermit and I think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care and, well, have an awesome day.